Okay, so I'm crossing my right foot over my left foot here. Right hand to my shoulder blades. Left hand on top of my right shoulder here. And now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn my head to the left and rotate to the right. Tongue to the cheek. Breathing in and out through my nose 6 times while keeping my spinal pelvic lock in place, holding my pee, that sensation. Now through my lips, like pursed lips, like sucking through a straw. Now reset, walk, figure 8. Putting me in a parasympathetic state here. We're gonna switch sides now. Into the nose, hold the pelvic lock, hold your pee. Look to your right, turn to your left, tongue to your cheek, the right cheek. In and out through your nose 6 times. Now, suck in through a straw. 1 breath, 3 cycles. One breath, 3 sips, 3 cycles. This is cycle 2. Keep the spinal pelvic lock. Keep turning to the left and looking to the right. Good, now release, walk. Here, now we're just gonna switch the arm. And same thing. In and out through the nose 6 times. In and out through the nose 6 times. Hard to talk and do this, but there's more videos that can take you to a slower version of this and explain what I'm doing here. But for now, 6 in and out through the nose with your tongue to your cheek. Now 3 cycles of breathing through the mouth, 3 sips of air, 1 breath for 3. Now release and walk. This is gonna reset my system globally, putting me in a parasympathetic state of relaxation, stress, and the nervous system of the body through stress is going to be alleviated. So before we work out, we don't want to be stress on stress. We want to be calm and then stress the body. This is going to allow you to have a better workout. When you're in a fight or flight state or state of panic or stress, the body can't do things that it would like to do if it were stress, if it were calm. So by removing the stress from the body and keeping you calm, and then when you stress the body, your body responds so much better. So this is what we start our workouts in this way. The palate swipe, which is the first exercise, which is the neck and the jaw. The jaw is the most important joint in the body, and all of the stress in your body starts from here and it goes down to the shoulders and neck. So we want to alleviate that and calm the body, the system, and then totally twisted is just a great way to just reset and calms the nervous system, release the feel-good hormones, decompresses the spine and organs, and also expands lung capacity. So when you're working out, you get a greater expansion in your breath and quality, more oxygen to the system. So that is how I start my workouts. We're going to continue with the workout right now. I like to do a little qigong before my workouts, moving energy around the body. So I start with this one here. I just basically like swinging my arms around, back and forth, up and down my body. My kidneys in the bottom, adrenals, a little massage. Just swinging your body left to right. Breathing, calm. Now we're gonna do this one, just gonna go side to side. Just pivoting on that foot that is the opposite side that you're swinging to. Loosen up those hips and lumbar spine. Now that we've released the fascia there, get a greater rotation, just kind of lubricating the area here. Motion is the lotion. Okay, now I do this one. Shake out my arms, shake out my feet, shake out everything. Just do a little shake. Your body likes this kind of stuff. It looks really crazy, which is why people don't do it. But guess what? Most people have ailments. They don't do the things that I do to keep me healthy. So a little bit craziness is okay. There's a little meltdown. It's not a meltdown. It's a melt in. A melt up. Okay. Shake it out. A little pizzazz in there. Oh, a little Latin flair. With those hips going. Move it around. Have some fun with it. Yeah. A little Magic Mike. Just joking. All right. Now we're gonna do this. We're gonna be on your tippy toes. A little plyometric. It's not really designed for ballistic and impact, whereas a lot of people that are older and suffering from ailments, let me move this out, the glare is crazy. Let me just pause. Just go tippy toes, hands up, breathe out. Inhale, hold your spinal pelvic lock in place. Hold your P. Deep, full expansion. Tippy toes to heel. Tippy toe. Let's go for 10. You do 5. I do 20. I don't know how many this is, but good. Now I do a little leg swing action. Now I do a little leg swing. This is a quick warm up. I don't have a lot of time today at the gym, so I'm gonna do it a quick way. Normally I would do this differently, but swinging your arms and legs the opposite, because those opposite, your fingers and your arm on the left side is also connected to your foot and your leg on the right side. So you can vary it. Swinging like this is good. It doesn't really matter as long as you're doing it. But this is gonna give you the maximum benefit. If you get in sequence here, keeping your pelvic spinal lock in place is holding your P. So I'm going up, back. Let the leg swing, hold your P. So that's the most important thing, is keep that pelvic lock in place. 20 here. Then I go in front here, same leg. And I'm just gonna go side to side. Be mindful not to kick anything or anyone. I've done that before, it didn't feel great. So just main thing is keep your spinal pelvic lock in place, the Kegel, or hold your P, and let your legs swing out. Now you can go a little bit, if you're really just deconditioned or have a lot of issues with movement, you can even just do this dangling thing. Just a little dangle, just a little bit. And you can work your way up to letting your leg just go up, but a little bit is fine. Better having a little movement than no movement, as I like to say. Finding fitness, we meet you where you're at. So after 20, we're gonna switch sides and do the same thing on the other side. This light's annoying me in the back, but what can I do? So again, opposite leg, opposite arm. Simulating like you're running. It's very glary. Sorry about that, because I don't have a professional camera crew here. It's just me and my flip 6. Like a flip 6. Keeping that spinal pelvic lock in place again. 20 times. Again, you can do this. This is great. Dynamic warm-up. Movement, your body likes movement. Swinging, your body likes swinging. We walk through fascial slings. So what keeps us walking is not our muscles, it's our fascia. Fascia, it's called fascial slings. That is how we walk. No muscles, just fascia. Unless you're walking up a treacherous mountain, then have a little bit of co-activation, co-contractions, and muscle recruitment. But just walking regularly, all fascia, baby. All right, so little ones here you can do and work your way up, but eventually you're gonna be as much as you can do. Just let your legs swing naturally. This is not you putting any power or force, you're just letting your leg swing. Pendulum. Again, you just can do this, that's great. Hey, it's a win right here. Eventually it'll get better. Okay, that's that. Okay, now we do just a little bit of this. I do 90-90 sits. I love this exercise. Dr. Craig Liebenson and Dr. Ryan Chow, my mentors at First Principles of Movement, actually did a workshop, and one of many, but they are amazing and they had a lot of great things to say. And this is some of the stuff I took from there. So basically here, we're gonna be a 90-90 sit. And what you're gonna do is you wanna get straight upright as far as you can. Okay, so if you cannot use your hands, it's great. I had a major accident a few years ago and it was pretty bad. And so I'm not at 100% yet. I'm still getting better every day. But I noticed that, I'm getting better. But it's difficult. It has been difficult in the past for me to stay here. So what I do is I just modify. I put my hand down here. As long as I as long as I'm straight here in my spine, you're good to go. So you're just gonna go here, keep your spinal pelvic lock in place, your Kegel or your hold your P, and you're gonna go back and forth. Now, if you can't do this as easily as I did it, believe me, I didn't start here. If I should have videotaped where I came from, but I didn't. But you can go here. You can do this as a modification, just kind of getting yourself, so you're gonna have your feet flat in front of you and just gonna rotate your hips as far as you can go. Keeping the spine, the key is the Kegel here, the spinal pelvic lock, and breathing. Full expansion. So for those of you that can do more advanced stuff, we go here, do here, and then we just rotate here, and we land it. You gotta stick it. You feel everything grounded here, keeping the spinal pelvic lock in place. We're gonna go for 10. Okay, I don't know, I lost count, but we're gonna do as many as I feel needed for today, because every time you do this, you start to get a little bit, you start to feel loosening up happening, which is good. Especially after sleeping for 8 hours, body fascia gets locked. Fascia never stops moving. Collagen cross fibers, or collagen are being laid down, and that's going to create restriction. So that's why comfort is the enemy sometimes, because the more comfortable you are, the more you stay in that position, the more locked in that position you get. So it's a great way to open up. Okay, so now from here, we're going to go chicken wings, knee down, foot up. So the knee's down on the ground, in line with the hip right here, straight to your right or left, whichever side you're doing. It's gonna be a straight line here with your shoulder. You're gonna just pick your foot up. Now, some people can do it without holding on, but see how my spine is crooked? We don't want that. So here, just go right till you can do it. 10 times is sufficient. Then we're gonna pick the whole leg up. Chicken leg. So chicken wing, chicken leg, and guess for my finale, the rotisserie chicken. So we're gonna pick up the chicken leg, or your leg. You're gonna extend it, rotate your toes upward, and swing it across. You're gonna go back the same way you came, and turn it back. Now, a modification for this, if you can't pick up your leg and move it, you can just go where you can. Just go where you can. Slowly, it's fine, slow is better. If you can kind of, even if you can't, if you can just move your leg even. Moving it, or just extending your leg here is good. This is just starting baby steps here. Eventually, you're gonna wanna move this, and then you can lean as far as you wanna lean. This is gonna be easier way for people to do it. If you lay more here, as long as you're straight, and just pick up your leg and swing it around, okay? Or if you can't do that, just pick up your leg and swing it around here, okay? Just getting the articulations of the hip. It's important to keep your hip through every position your hip can go, to try and get into that range and move it yourself to increase mobility and lubrication, and this will reduce pain, tension, and all these things if you do this every day. So 10 times. And then after this, now if you can do this, great. If not, it's not a big deal. You can lift yourself up here from here, come down, come back up. Now, this was hard for me to do a few months ago because of my accident, but now it's much easier. Is that you do it, you get better at it. Even if it's uncomfortable, you're not gonna hurt yourself doing this stuff. If you need assistance, you can get a chair and you can just hold on to it and just help yourself up a little bit. This is something that we have to use. This is how we get up off the ground. So when you start getting up off the ground, as you get older, you're gonna need to be able to get up. So this initiates this process of doing this and getting up. So we're working on the things that you're gonna need to stay mobile and able to get yourself up and down off the ground. As we get older, even at 45, we have to worry about, we don't have to worry, I should take that back. We have to be mindful and conscious of the fact that when we are on the ground, because we've gotten so used to not wanting to be on the ground that we forget how to get up off the ground. So when you're a kid, you're playing on the ground, you're moving, you're crawling around, you're getting your peripheral vision, your cognitive capacity is going to be established during these quadrupedal positions where you're on the ground on all fours moving around. And so starting with, tummy time, you're periscoping, and you're sphinxing, So periscoping is when you're doing this, sphinxing is here, and then eventually you're on all fours, and then soon you're on the ground, bipedal, 2 legs. So this is what we're gonna simulate. So we're gonna get up here, 1, let's do 10. And if you need assistance, you can grab a chair and just help yourself up. And if you can't go all the way up, it's okay. Just go where you can go. We wanna get these glutes and your basically the muscles in the hip. I don't wanna confuse people with these anatomy. So just the muscles in your hip complex and pelvic hip and pelvic complex are gonna be working together. And especially now that we did the fascia release, it's gonna be, the communication lines are open, so we should have better movement here. Okay, now we're gonna switch sides and do the same thing. Now this dynamic warm-up I do take anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. Right now we're at 21 because I'm talking. I don't like talking during my workout, but I wanna kind of give you guys an opportunity to see what I do live here 10 times. Yeah, on this side, I'm struggling on this left side, see? So no one is, even though I'm 45 and I can jump really high and all that stuff for 45, as you've seen in my videos, that didn't come because I'm just so gifted. I worked really hard for that. And I had to rehab and do a lot of things to get back. So I'm still getting better. But you can see my left foot I'm struggling. I'm leaning further over here because it's harder on my left side at the moment, but it's getting better. Now we're gonna do chicken, that was chicken wing, chicken leg. And then we're gonna go for rotisserie chicken. So up, out, up, across. And this side, you can see it's not as easy, but I'm doing my best. So try and do it without hands. It's very difficult for me to do it, but it's getting easier. See here, part of this whole thing is I'm trying to tell you guys too and explain to you is that I'm changing my narrative as well, because my narrative was messed up for so long because of a dark period of my life I went through where I was really struggling and I was in a depressive state. I was really in a dark place, and if it weren't for my son, I don't know, and God and my son is the number one reason why I had to really, really restore my faith in a higher power, my God who I choose to call God, and focus on what was really important, which is just trusting and giving my life to Him so that He can guide me. And this has been a definitely difficult road for me, but it's getting a lot better. So my vocabulary sometimes is not the way that I would coach it someone else. But as you can see, this is me being authentic and real. Like, I'm not perfect. So I just try to do my best every day. All right, so knee up, extend out 10 times. And now what we're gonna do is this. Assistance is okay, but getting up. And this side, you'll see how I fall to the ground. That's me being authentic. I'm not perfect at this thing, even though at one time I was doing a lot better, but I'm getting back. So I need assistance here to do it correctly. So it's okay to use your hands. Just help yourself up a little bit. Important thing is spinal pelvic lock, hold your pee, and breathing. When you breathe through closed lips or like you're shushing, like the librarian shushing the kids in the library for being too loud, that breath is actually engaging your diaphragm and your transverse abdominis, which is your secondary breathing muscles, to tighten around the lumbar spine to create protection and stability. So the breathing is so important. So I don't really have a hard time. I don't have a care in the world of people seeing me breathe crazy, because it's life. It's how you create stability, improve your health. Breathing is so essential, and it's the most important thing, that we learn how to breathe efficiently and in a way that's healthy for ourselves. So I'm not going to talk anymore about that. I'm just going on a tangent now. Breathing through it. 10 times. Now I'm going to go right to here. I'm just going to go from here. I'm driving my pelvis to the floor, right? I'm not going into extension of the spine. I'm not going to hyperextend my back. I'm just going to go to where I'm straight. And you don't have to go so wide. You can go here. I just want to work on opening the hips up a little bit. And we don't static stretch here at Finding Fitness. I don't believe in static stretching for me. But active stretch release, which is what this is the more dynamic way of stretching and more effective for mobility, in my opinion. So breathing 10 times, and then what I like to do is belt buckle. So we're gonna go ahead and have your elbows under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips. And you're just gonna try to turn if you had a belt buckle on, you're gonna turn it, try to show your belt buckle to both sides of the room. That's it, like this 10 times. And then this is, for me, my way of doing my little warm up if I want to get right into working out and I don't have a lot of time for other stuff. Normally I'd take a 30 minutes to do my whole warm up, but right now I'm at 30 minutes. I'm talking so much, but this is a quick warm up. It can be quick without talking. So that is how I start my warm up, and now we're gonna continue to the workout. So today I don't have my eXerCor with me. Normally I would have it with me wherever I go. Sometimes, you know, we forget it or we didn't think about it. Life happens. So you don't have the eXerCor, it's no big deal. I'm gonna show you other ways to work out. It's not just about that. It's about finding fitness wherever you go. So anywhere you go, you know, you can use something as a way to work out. It doesn't have to be in a gym. I am in the gym right now, but it doesn't have to be. It can be just in your home with a chair, a mat, you know, a wall that's, you know, you could sit, a ledge. You can do a lot of things with that. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna show you without eXerCor how you can do some workouts. And if you don't have equipment and all that stuff, I'm gonna do a little body weight thing here today. So follow along with me if you like, and I'll show you more. So I'm just gonna grab a mat. Okay, you're gonna start with glute bridges. So this is the beginner glute bridge. Everyone should do this, including people that are healthy. So hands, I like to do mine this way, palms up, but you can do them down. Palms up, because this is external rotation of the shoulder is important. We do too much internal rotation. We're too front side dominant, anterior dominant. So I always want to have a moment where you can work on being correct postural alignment, because our fight or flight response is activated just from having a shoulder rolled forward and inward. That sets off posterior mediastinum, which is fight or flight response, which is ingrained in us. So anytime you hear a loud noise, you know, boom, first instinct is to crouch forward into fetal position or cover, and that sets off the breathing. The first sharp, short inhale triggers fight or flight, followed by the posture of your body. So if your breathing is okay, but your posture is bad, your body still thinks it's being attacked by something. And so you don't want to be, you know, people are running through life, you know, running away from tigers, and they don't even realize that their body's thinking that, but they're really, in reality they're not. So palms down, palms up, and you're gonna have your heels by your sits bones. And basically you want to be a 90-degree angle with your knee here, with the thigh and the lower leg meet. You want to have a 90-degree angle, and you're gonna have your palms flat, and you're gonna go down, flatten the spine, inhale. For more advanced, you can do one leg. It's fine. 20 reps. Now you can do 5 reps. You can do 10 reps. You can do 20 reps. All good. So now we're gonna do this. Now what I like to do, if you can do this, you just leave your leg out here. You know, if you can. You don't have to do this. This is just optional. You don't need to. This is still gonna be benefit if you don't do this. But I hold this position, and then I switch sides, do the same thing. Now the important thing is that my heels, my toes are up slightly and pointed outward. So I'm using that heel triggers, it's a tactile and also internal cue. I'm touching my heel on the ground, and also internally cueing me to use my butt muscles, my posterior chain, my glutes. Good, and relax there. Now I like to do grounding exercises in my spine. Inhale, exhale, flatten your spine. So you're gonna flatten your spine like all your vertebrae one by one if you can. Inhale, your back will naturally curve. When you're breathing and expanding your diaphragm, your low lumbar spine is going to go into extension, which is like when you have this curve in your back, right, going upward, and you have this gap under here, which I tell you, this is when you're doing any kind of ab stuff, you want to make sure this is flat, and that's for a good reason, because your lumbar spine, the lower back is a stable joint. You don't want to have a lot of movement there. So flattening the back like this with your breathing, A, helps you work on your breathing. B is good for grounding and decompressing the spine. tracking. 10 times. Now from here, I like to do a bird dog. So that's one exercise. That exercise can be done 3 sets of 8, 10, 5, 10, 8, 15, 20, whichever you guys can do, manage. And these are basic exercises, but they work. I mean, if you do them, you will stay healthy and out of pain. So we're gonna have your knees under your hips, your feet behind you, hands under the shoulders. Now the important thing here is you're going to torque your arms. You're gonna turn the ground outward. So you're creating tension right here in the body, but also relaxing the jaw. The jaw needs to be relaxed at all times here. We don't want to train the jaw because that's going to put tension everywhere else. So we want to keep the jaw relaxed. Think of a cheetah when it's running. It runs with its mouth open, not closed. Michael Jordan, when he's dunking, his mouth was wide open, tongue hanging out. It's a powerful thing to remember. We're going to push our hand out. Now there's different ways to do it. You can slide your foot out and lift it up 6 inches off the ground. But for just sake of this, it's easier for me. I'm just gonna push my leg back and my arm up, thumb up. Try to get as high as you can without going to extension or curving the body too much. Not like this, but we're gonna try to keep our hips level to the ground and maintain. You're gonna bring your knee, your elbow to your knee, extend out, keeping your hips square to the ground if you can. This is the whole point of this exercise. It's rotary stability. Spinal alignment. I'm gonna go for 10. Toe down. And I lost count. So switch sides. Now you can hold it out here. I like to hold it out. Just balance here if you can. All right, good. Okay, from here, I like to do this one. Push this out of the way. Okay, good. Just gonna do IYTs. I-Y-T. T-Y-I-Y. T, T, Y, I. See, now notice I'm looking down. I'm not looking up like this. It's right here. Neutral. Y, T, T, Y, I. You can do this for as many as you can do here, really. Not do too many. So we're gonna be like, but you can do 5 of that cycle. Or if you can just do this. You can just go. Even this is good. If you can just pick your arms up, it's fine. Pick your arms up here. If it's hard for you to go to overhead, which a lot of people have overhead issues, that's okay. We should probably respect your body and listen to it. Just go where you can go. It's just good. Tees are good. Just lifting your arms up is fine. Eventually you can get to a point where you can do multiple angles, but for now, just go where you can. Okay, now from here, I like to press straight up. It's just good to do this every day. It's these exercises to keep your posterior chain healthy and happy. It's we don't want to have that kyphosis, which is that hunchback, we develop as we get older because we fail to do these exercises. Okay, and then from here, I do the Superman, thumbs up and back, palms out, feet up off the ground, chest up, and we're gonna hold this for as long as we can. Driving, you should feel in your shoulder blades. You wanna push them down towards the ground, towards your feet, thumbs up as high as you can, and hold this for as long as you can. Do this for 3 sets. Good, I'm gonna repeat that, same sequence. So I'm gonna do it in real time now, just for the sake of my time frame of the workout. Noticing, I'm breathing, I'm squeezing my glutes to the top, pushing my hands into the ground here, shoulders towards my hips. I'm pushing my hands are pushing literally towards my feet. I'm like trying to push in the ground and push down. So I want to anti-shrug. So I don't want to shrug my shoulders. I want to be away from my ears, shoulders down and back, hands down, reaching for my toes, and squeeze my glutes at the top. And you can hold here as long as you can. For sake of time, I'm not going to do a lot. Normally I would do like 30 seconds, but I'm not feeling like that. I'm just listening to my body today. I don't feel like doing that, so I'm not going to do it. So listen to your body. Meet your body where it's at. Listen to your body. This is the whole point of this, is getting to the point where you can actually feel where your body is, respect and honor your body. Your body is way smarter than we are. Our body's been around for millions and millions of years, physiology, and our brain's been around for, our thoughts and our thinking has been around for however old you are. So think evolution and our ingrained instincts in our physiology trumps what we think. So again, breathing, pushing my hands flat and down. You can't actively do that. It's fine. You can just relax your arms to the side. It's not a huge deal breaker as long as you're not doing this. It just doesn't feel good. So, all right. Now after that, we're gonna go right back to bird dogs. Basic stuff. Now, just try to, if you can't touch your knee, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Just do this. If you can do this, that's great. Just really, the point is, you want to just keep your hips even to the ground here and lift as far as you can. If you can't do the arm thing, you can do the leg thing. Just do the legs. That's great too. And if you can just do the arm, do the arm. That's great too. If you can just barely do it, that's fine. Just moving is the key. And we're not using weights here, so chance of injury is very, very, very 99.9% chance you're not going to hurt yourself doing this. Even if you're just doing this, it's fine. Just move. Switch sides. Take your time and make sure that your hips are square to the ground. I lost count. That's okay. Okay, next one's here, IYTs. Different variations. I'm just gonna do, you don't have to do the clap. You can just do I first. That's fine. And you can go Y. And you can do 3 and 3 and 3. And then T. And if you're feeling frisky, you can do the whole thing. Just go I, Y, T, T, Y, I. And then we're gonna go presses. And then we're gonna go Supermans. Again, shoulders down towards your feet, fingers open. Key energy flowing through your fingertips, thumbs up, lower shoulder blades, pulling down towards your butt. Just feeling your scaps, lower scaps also. Good. Awesome. More round. Here we go. See that breathing? That was like, that's not the right breath. Just checking to see you guys are paying attention. Even I sometimes I'll forget. Breathing, I've been doing this for 26 years and I'm still, sometimes I have to remind myself. if I was coaching a client, I would be like, no, I'd be on them. But see, even I am guilty of forgetting things or not being mindful of it. That's why we have to listen to our body. You have to constantly go back inside. See, fitness, finding fitness, you find fitness wherever you go, but the real idea behind it is it's an inside job, right? Like eXerCor is a inside job. Exercising your demons, freeing them, letting them, sending them away from you, letting God inside of you, the light inside of you, and releasing the darkness. Okay, from here, hold it. You can hold this position here. This is also a good way to do. Just hold it. If you can't, you can just hold it as long as you can. Notice my toes are a little bit outward and my toes are off the ground, but my not so up. Just slightly driving with my heels here. Good, and relax and inhale. Flatten the back. Good, back to the burn dogs. Check my form, guys. Comment if you feel like my form is off. Let me know, because I need your help training sometimes too. I have someone watching me, so even me as a professional could use some help from people. I accept help. That's one thing about me that I've learned, is accepting help and realizing that I'm not in control. God's in control. All right, here we go. As far as I know, God's never failed me, as long as I let him. So if you guys see something that you can fine tune or tweak, please let me know, as I love it, because I am not watching myself right now. Key is always just torquing your hand away, like turning your hand outside, like creating tension, like I'm pushing down on the ground and pushing outward, and I'm pushing the other leg into the ground as well. So I'm creating stability here through my hand. Okay, and using my wrist, my fingers, not my wrist, my fingers, to activate, instead of like, because if your fingers are moving, your shoulder is going to be much happier. Everyone does their job. When the fascia is healthy, the muscles will work correctly. Okay, other side. I think I did this side already. I don't know. I forget. Too many things going on here. The gym around me. I'm forgetting what I'm doing. Oh my God. Shh. You can hold it out there if you like, or just finish. Last thing here again. IYT. So I'll do all of them, okay? I'll do eyes first for people that are wise. If you can do wise better, if it hurts your neck or something, don't worry. Just listen to your body. And then tease. And if you can just do this. Keep the arm straight as possible. It's the key. And then here. Okay, now Superman. Sweat droplets dripping. Drippings. Wow. Good. And rest. Pause. I'm gonna throw an ab one in there for you guys. So here. Also an option too, if you can't do the bird dog, you can also do this one. Just bring your foot, tap your heel down to the ground. Back flat. Now if you can, go all the way out. Shoulders are packed on the ground here. If you can't have your arms up, it's okay, you can do like this too. It's okay, no worries. Here, locked in, anti-shrug. Just gonna tap your heel. Or if you can go all the way out, keeping your back flat, that's great. 10. And then we're gonna switch sides and do the same thing. Again, you can do here, it's fine. Okay. And we can go here, we can relax for a second, get your breath back, or if you're feeling frisky, go right to here. Tap behind you. If you can't tap behind you, tap to the side of you. I like to do all three myself. IYT reversed. And then I do the other side, 10 reps. And that box is in my way, that's okay. You notice my back's flat, my knees are 90 degrees. Shoulders are packed in the ground, anti-shrug. Okay, now from here, rest. If you want to keep going with this, really good for you. Obviously, this is a corrective exercise, but you can make it spicy. Go right to here, opposite arm, opposite leg, together, or you can tap. Or you can do this. Just getting your arm behind you. Working, basically, right and left brain, task-oriented movement, and having the opposites, doing exercise like that is really good for your brain, for preventing cognitive decline. The other side, same thing. A lot of people are like, oh, that's normal. The more that you do this, the stronger your cognitive ability is going to be, and preserving your brain health. And neuromuscular and fascial health. And fascia is, breathing and fascia are the most important components, obviously. Good. And then if you want to get a little spicy, you can do a hollow hold, which is great. We can go where you can, just keep yourself off the ground, rest, good job. If you don't have an eXerCor yet, you should get an eXerCor for sure. Absolutely. But also, I'd like to point out some other great features of some fitness equipment. TRX, which is an amazing invention. So TRX is, if you don't have one of these, I would get one of these for your home. They are great, and a great addition to eXerCor. So what I would do here is I would find the key with this is finding the right position for your body, because it's in the camera at the same time. It's, you need someone recording me, really is what I need. Try that. I want you to see my legs too. All right, here we go. Great exercise. This is my TRX workout. If I quick, I only have 20 minutes left in the gym here, and I spend most of it with you guys, which is fine. And being of service, so it's good. Service work is important. Spirituality to be in alignment for me. All right. So, especially being sober. 1, 2. So here, we're going to, the key on this one is keeping your arms straight. You're using your legs to propel you up. And the key is right here. This movement here is the most important part. So you let this slack like this, it's not good. You just gotta keep a steady tension on the TRX. I, Y, T's. Now, if you can't do the I's, just do the T's or the Y's. The Y's are probably the easier one. We'll focus on Y's. Why? Because it's easier. Not easier, but it's, let's say easy. See, there I go again, but it's okay. Progress. Breathing. Now from here, I go right into a lat situation. So what I'll do is, for lats, there's a few different ways to do it. Squat into the lat pull, palms down, palms up, wrist to rib cage. Now, easier to do wider feet, obviously, for balance, but you want to find this position of TRX where you can actually be able to be wrist to ribs, not like this, but right here. So, squat, row. Again, see this, if that goes like that, that's no good. You want to keep steady tension on the TRX. Breathing. Pelvic lock. Closer together you go, less balance you have. If you go on your heels, it's even harder. That's how I like to do it. Touch my butt even, and come back up if you want to. I wouldn't suggest doing that unless you're very advanced, because you could hit your butt hard and that would hurt. So just do where you can go safely. And then from there, I go right into you can take a break, take a water. Minerals in your water, please. Get some real salt. Not real salt, like table salt, but a company called Real Salt. And sprinkle some in your water, and it will help your fascia stay healthy. So we're gonna be standing like this, upright. I'm gonna adjust the camera again. See me here. Go down here, butt straight. Now here. Key is understanding you can do it from here too. You don't have to be like me. The less of an angle you have, the easier it is. So people that are beginners, starting here. Okay? Right, finding fitness where you're at. Listening to your body. It's nice and easy. You can just do the movement. What we're gonna do is you're gonna have your elbows like an arrow, 45-degree angle. And then you're gonna push out, push down, and you're gonna bring your hands together alongside of your shoulders. This should be touching your neck. Now some things that to keep in mind is that these TRXs will sometimes, if you're doing it and you're not cautious, sometimes you can, it's not the TRX itself, it's just over wear and tear. Sometimes people, these things are damaged. So just to make sure that you're mindful, if this rubs against your arms, not to, it can be friction, it might cut you. So just be careful of that. So again, I'll show you just basic. Keeping these away from you will help you to, if you do it correctly, it will not hurt you. So TRX is perfect for this. And just being careful that your form is correct, because if it's not, you'll know, because you'll have friction burns on your hand, on your arms. So here, it's not touching my body at all. It's touching my neck a little bit, like I just feel it, like just on my shoulders, that's okay. So just be mindful not to scrape your body with it, because that would mean that you're not doing it correctly. Okay, now next thing would be if you're more advanced, which I'm gonna go further back I go. I'm gonna change the camera angle, because I'm actually gonna do my workout now, okay? And we're talking. I'm adding this for myself. Don't worry about that. Yes. Eagle the whole time. Hold your pee the whole time. Not if you really have to go to the bathroom, don't hold your pee, but go to the bathroom, then come back and hold your pee while you're doing the workout. Notice my breathing. When I breathe like that, I feel it in my lumbar spine. It keeps it stable, so I'm not like wobbling everywhere. All right, that's good. I don't have a lot of time to do a lot of reps, so I'm just gonna do what I can. Next exercise. Going on an hour now. That's my workouts. It's an hour of martial arts training, Hapkido for me. Every day, daily. Mandatory for me. As I also am teaching Hapkido. I'm just starting actually. Just receiving my Dan and able to teach. So now we're gonna go into bicep curl, functional bicep curl. All right, functional bicep curl. Can't see me again. Okay, here. Standing flat or on your heels. Just gonna go here. Now what I like to do on these ones, that's fine, you can just do this, but it's just moving my whole body with my biceps, so it's functional. I'm not isolating. I'm using my core at the same time, using my feet and my squeezing my glutes. So it's the whole body doing it, not just your biceps. And when you do this, you can get your biceps, you know, if you want to increase your hypertrophy in your arms, you're gonna get bigger biceps. You can do this functionally without hurting yourself. TRX or eXerCor. Good. And then, of course, always like to do, the most important thing is lower body. But you're noticing lower body's happening the whole time I'm doing this because I'm actually engaging my glutes and all my lower legs are working with my core to create movement. So, but for sake of doing an actual lower body movement, what I like to do is this one. I recommend people that are actually new at TRX seeing how this squat works. Keeping your arms right here. If you can't do just sitting back, you can, this is the row squat, which is great to do, but if you're new at TRX and you haven't done this, you could just sit back like this and do this as well. Just hold on and go. I wrote that for you. Feet shoulder width apart. Grab the ground with all 10 toes. Stretch the ground beneath you like you're trying to push your knees out basically and push your feet into the ground and grab the toes. Squeeze your glutes to the top. There you go. Now I'm gonna go through this full speed, my way, how I do it. I want to actually do my favorite exercise actually right now because my favorite exercise in TRX, which is in a more advanced movement, but you can still do it if you're a beginner. So hold on here, and I just lift myself up. So I'm here, reaching my knee to the ground, and I'm coming back up. And the key is, you want to keep that foot behind don't let that foot dangle behind the other side of your body. Keep it behind the right side or whatever side the leg is up. Keep that leg behind you there as much as possible. It's not sometimes harder to do it than it looks, but that's the point. But we do make easy things hard, the hard things become easy, as Clifton Harsky used to tell me in my kettlebell certifications. Shout out to Clifton Harsky, my man. and Dr. Ryan Chow, Dr. Craig Lieberman. Good. Switch sides. This is good. It's a balance issue here. So just holding on here, and you can go further back if you need to. It's fine. If I can't get, I want to stay in the camera, so I'm doing it a little differently. It's okay. Using my lats, keeping my shoulders down, elbows close to my body. And then eventually, by doing this enough, you'll be able to do this kind of stuff. Down, up, down, up, without using assistance. Okay, back to the workout. So my real-time workouts like this with TRX, which is one of my faves. I do TRX at least once a week. My whole workouts TRX once a week. eXerCor every day, obviously, but eXerCor is the glue that keeps things together for me. It's not a substitute for other things, you know. It is a substitute if you don't do anything. eXerCor is gonna be great for you, but I always encourage people to understand that eXerCor is gonna make you better in everything else you do. So TRX, I love TRX. I have TRX. Is this like kettlebells? I love kettlebells training. It's very super functional. It's great. I do kettlebell training. I do dumbbells. I do everything else. I don't knock any other workout equipment because they're all good. You know, the eXerCor is great about eXerCor is that it just makes it so that you can do those things even better. So that's what's really great about eXerCor. It's training your fascia as opposed to just working out your muscles. You're actually keeping your fascia healthy, rotating healthy, activating neuromuscular system, the fascia system, and the cardiorespiratory system at the same time to get greater global movement, and also to have an effect on your central nervous system and improving that quality of function as well as your neuromuscular and cardiorespiratory system, as well as the neuromyofascial web to be operating at a higher capacity because we're connected to consciousness and fascia is working at the speed of light. It's a liquid crystal matrix that needs hydration and minerals to work properly and movement. So these movements of the lower body is going to help drive the skeletal muscle pump, which is going to help lymphatic drainage, improve the lymphatic system, creating healthy venous return, pumping those nutrients into the body, into the fascia and muscles around it. So that's important for us to do that every day. So back to the workout. Side note tangent. Okay. So here, back. Hold on one second.